Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the market. It's currently 4:20 p.m. January 15th, 2021, Friday. Getting into the 3-day weekend. A lot of news today. A lot of flatness for the most part after the opening. Flat day for me, that is for sure. I hope you guys had a good one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. We're looking at the Dow Industrials down 177. They were down further this morning. I think they got down to like 300 or so, like down. NASDAQ 114, the SPX 27, kind of flattish to down, of course. We're just in that market coming into earnings. Friday, long 3-day weekend. No trading on Monday, unfortunately. And, it's just one of those things where you had to sit on your hands quite a bit today. If you look at the SPY, this is a 2-minute chart. I'll go to a 5-minute chart, make it a little bit easier to read. The gap down here had a nice little bounce. So in this range, we had some trades going off. And then after that, just nothing. No movement whatsoever on the overall market trend. The gap down kind of just held. And, we bottomed out. Tesla made some interesting moves. I kind of got stuck in Tesla a few times. Unfortunately, I did not trade it very well. I tried to take the 58 break here and lost. And lately, I've been liking the flushes of whole divided by 10 numbers. So I tried taking a 50 or 40 break to back up to 40. And I tried taking a 35 or 30 and then 20. The 20 was the miss, which kind of chopped me out a little bit. So I lost a bit on Tesla. I was down 100. No, I was down 120 at one point, and I was up 120. And I ended the day with $4 on the green side. It's one of those things where I was like, okay, I just spent all day. Yeah, I was doing some other things as well, but I spent most of my time looking at charts, looking at price action, working on my strategy that's being developed, and I made $4. But then I look at it, I'm like, well, I could have been down $400. Okay, $4 ain't bad when you could have been down. I was about to take some risky trades today. I'm like, you know what? Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Just not going to do it. And at one point today, I was at my all-time highs, since I started trading in April of 2020. And I was pretty excited about that. It wasn't like I was going to stop doing it. I'm just trading very light. I'm trading small share size. I could be trading much bigger share size. And I know that. I looked at someone's, not P&L, but what they did over the last 100 trades they took. And that means buys, not all their sales, but just 100 new trades. And the guy's making a fortune. He's doing really well. And his size is definitely way bigger than mine. If my average is around 400 to 500, we'll say, his average is around 2,000. And he's just nailing things. He's really got his own process, and that's what I'm working on myself. But once I saw that, this is like almost a bad time to show share size increase because we're getting into earnings, and I've learned for 2 earnings in a row, anytime I go into share size increases around earnings time, I take a beating. The market's still open to really big moves. And if you're in the right stock, you're gonna get a piece. You're gonna get your piece, and eventually, I want to catch a piece with 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares, and not just 500 shares, which is a much bigger move. But not sure where I'm going with this little tangent, but I think you guys have an idea. If you trade small, you got to pick your spots on when to push the button with some more size, and when you should back off. And today, just had that feeling of a down day. Like I've done well on down days in the market, and I just was not pedal to the metal because nothing was really following through. I didn't even put Beyond back on my watch list today. I mentioned that yesterday, but it had some nice setups in it. But still, just choppy, not really clean type of trades. Now, this is my watch list. I don't remember if I changed it. My platform kind of had a situation. And I don't know if this is what I put in for today. I think it is. Like I really liked DM out of the gate this morning. Got a little choppy here, and eventually it went. This candle here, you had to give it 40 cents or so, but it ran really nice. This desktop metal incorporated or whatever. I missed FRSX. I got jumped on this entry on 8 right here on FRSX. It ran up to 9. A crazy mover. I wonder if it's moving in the after hours. As at 13 was this one. Could have gotten at 12 and could have gotten at 14 as well for a little quick entry. I actually did trade beyond for $25. There was a stock, NGA, which I've traded in the past. We mentioned this in the past. I got stuck on it to this 35 level, just got flushed down. Fortunately, I got a better fill. This is what got me into the negative territory for a minute. Just a tricky trader today. I mean, it's making all these highs. The algo's gone on it. You see the volume here, and it just kind of failed on me. But ACB, I don't really like the pot stocks. They didn't really move that well. But this break up here through the 13 level was really nice. I mean, yeah, it went to 1332 or so. I was in for 1,000 shares, not an ounce of pain, and I made what did I make on that? 128 on that trade. Okay, so let's go back into the share size, right? So $12 stock, or $13 at the time, 1,000 shares is $13,000 of margin. Well, not even margin, but my account, right? And I have way more than that. I'm going to trade, 10, 15 times that. Now, will I? No, my risk on this trade was probably 25 cents. So 1,000 shares, I was risking 250 on this particular trade. And if you can see this candle here as low as 83, it's kind of like where I was thinking my low would be. I mean, I wasn't going to put this as my low because it's a 5-minute candle. Like a 40-cent risk on a $13 stock. I was not giving it that. And it just made its move. I could have, I probably could have made a lot more if I had 5,000 shares. I mean, 5,000 shares going up 30. I mean, you do the math, right? 5,000 shares times 30 cents, boom, And there was no pain on that. Obviously, if it goes against you. But then I got to be willing to risk, if it goes against me, I got to be willing to take that loss. So it's been a long time. I need to press with more size. It's not about the money, but it's about, okay, I have the right ideas. I have the right trades. I need to nail them, and I need to nail them with the right size so I can get the right gain out of them. So that sums up that theory. XPEV at the end of the day. So it was negative at the time, and then XPEV came out with some news. And I took this move went through 48, and this candle came back through 48. I took it. It went up to 48.80. But I only got like 30 cents. I only traded with like 200 or 300 shares, and I made like $46 or something like that. And that's the trade that got me back to $4 on the day. I was down like $50 or $40, and I got back to $4. So that pretty much sums up my day. Nothing really, too important to report. I just think we're gonna run into some slowness unless we get some news events next week with earnings. I think earnings are going to either decimate some of the market. Banks actually came out with it. Some Wells Fargo got hit hard with 8% drop. That's a huge drop for after it's make this nice run up. I don't know if Goldman Sachs. I think all the banks took a hit today, and some of them were based on earnings. And banks usually go first in the earnings, and then we'll see what happens when the big boys come in the next couple of weeks. We do have a holiday on Monday. I don't know if I'm going to do a video this weekend. I'm going to work on my strategy. That's getting developed. It's close. I'm kind of sketched out to run it because it's it's an automation strategy, and hopefully everything works out. And but I'll fill you in on that. Let me know if you do any strategy building or use any strategies. I appreciate that. And you guys have a good weekend. I will be back on Tuesday for the trade of the day and everything else. Okay, have a good one.